Oh, hello, John. How are you?
Good, man.
Good. Well, kind of, there's always something interesting going on, but I thought you'd love this one. You know how I really am not a big fan of electric cars. So we have a 2012 Fisker Karma coming up, and it's a dual-powered vehicle, electric motors in the back, fuel source in the front. But guess what? We're going to be putting an LS in it. So all's right with the world. See what happens when Trump comes in? It's amazing. So anyway, that's one of them there. There's a couple of pictures. Kind of, I don't know, what do you call it? Maserati-ish. You know, it's got that nose to it. Real cool looking car. So we've obviously got a lot of measuring and figuring out to do to see what we can actually get in it. Because we were looking at an LS and or a Hellcat swap with potentially all-wheel drive on the Hellcat side. So there's the drivetrain going to need a custom chassis. There's going to be a bunch of tunnel work, obviously, because all the batteries are hidden up in the middle of it. So I'm looking forward to it because I like the gas-powered stuff. So you feel like doing a little shop tour, maybe a little tequila walk, and we'll go see what the boys are up to.
All right, man.
Probably all napping out the back, but we'll go have a look anyway. So we got another motor together there. That's going to be going in the Lincoln, and then we're going to slide this one forward. The thing that's holding us up on that right now is that's going to be a 572, like a monster by the time the stroker kit's in it. It'll be about 600 cubic inches, but the connecting rods are on back order, so we're hoping to get them at the end of February, and then we can get that together and get it in the car. That's going in a Camaro. So we've got a few more to do yet. We've got some more LS stuff, so never a slow moment. So as you can see, we're busy. So we're pushing to get a lot of cars out of here for the spring. So we're doing a lot of assembly work on the Oldsmobiles. I think the Bronco is going to go down. That Bronco is going to go down to the car show in March. Yeah, so Bill's just putting the rest of the, we came up with a fix on those rear quarter glass. You can't get the parts for them, so we made some bracketry that fits in the channel on it, and they're working good. So that problem's cured. Now we can put all the back seat and stuff in it. Bill's been busy on the GTO. They're finalizing the seat brackets, the consoles in, stereos in, stuff like that. So this one here, they're just working out the details on the gauges, the sport gauges and stuff, and then we've got pump, cylinders and stuff for the convertible top, and get all the trim on it. So we're just finalizing the Cobra as well. We're just we put a different release bearing in it for the transmission, and then the new axles for the back. We've got to put those in, and then we can get down to the fiddly little parts, the screen, and there's some cylinders for the hood and stuff. This is coming along nice because we're just getting everything inside. We're almost done with it. So we've put electric windows in it, of course, and these have micro switches in, so when you touch the handle, it'll just come up and touch, it goes down. So you can see they've got the console together. We had to modify it for the shifter. And then if you see in the middle, it's got the Phytech fuel programmer. And then we're doing, you can see the speakers are in the side. There's speakers in the back now. And then we made the custom split console. So it's got 4 buckets of seats instead of the single at the back. We're just setting up the sliders for the seat brackets. So it's almost there. Seats are all done and everything. We're just trying to finish it up. This one here, we're just starting to put parts on this one. So last time you were here, none of the grill front end was on it. The bumpers
We've got the W30 wheel wells in it. Probably next 7 to 10 days we'll get the motor transmission in it. And then you can see on the inside, we've got all the interior parts. Now this was his old interior. So we cleaned up the seats, obviously, and put some new material on it. Some of the parts were still good. So we're good there. We haven't set the console in yet because we put a whole new floor and everything in this car. So we've got to do drill outs for the shifter and everything on it as well. So we're doing the motor for this one next. And our fellas up at Specialized, they're going to be doing... He's just bought some new tube benders for square tubing. We do almost all round stuff. So he's going to be making custom rear seats and front seats for us. He's starting to produce seat frames and stuff, which will be great because we do all that locally. The candy blue's going on the parts for the 64 Chevy C10. You just see Mike spraying in the booth. So these are projects that are being pushed along too. There's 2 of the cabs, so we've got a 53 5 window and a 54, and then we have custom frames being made for those as well. And then if you want to peek in here, as you can see by the nickname on the car, if you look at the transmission plate underneath, it's got unruly lasered out in it, so it looks kind of cool. And you can see how nice that blue is on the transmission and cross member. He's doing the A-arms, all that stuff. The real sharp color. This is silver underlay with a silver nugget with a candy blue on top. For this one here, we're just getting ready to, we've sprayed the door jambs and stuff on this underside of the trunk and everything. And then what we're going to do is it's going to have the stripe graphics on it for the Chevelle. And then it's going that beautiful green color from the factory. So it's almost, they're working away on it right now. So it's one of the next 2 or 3 that are up. And I'll show you the frames and stuff in here. Yeah, so John and Dave are smoothing out all the edges on it. So it's going to have the silver, we're going to leave the frame silver. And the other accent pieces that you saw in the booth will be the candy blue on top. All the sanding. How's your fingers doing?
Nubs.
Nubs, down to nubs. You have to let them rest over the weekend, then we let them come back. You know, fingers are usually healed up by then. So yeah, the detail on this will be great because you'll be able to, at shows and stuff, you'll be able to see all the beautiful marks. Yeah, this is all customized too for the shock towers and the 64. And then we've got you saw the cross member in the booth. So this is where all the work is, right? Takes hours and hours.
Everybody gets to see the pretty paint and never what's underneath it.
Yeah, so for car shows, it'll have mirrors all underneath it and be able to see all the detail and everything. A lot of the detail on this, you'll be able to see it in the back because the floor is going to be like a plexi. So you'll be able to see all the detail in the rear end and the fuel tank and all that sort of stuff would be kind of neat. So on the CUDA here, he's got the front mocked up because we're going with the 71 fenders, which have got the 3 louvers in the side. Was it 3 or 4 louvers on the CUDA? 3?
4.
4,
I'm
sorry.
sure there's 4 louvers, yeah.
So, and we're waiting for the 2-piece grille to come in, so we're going to customize the front of that. And then we're going to use the more modern Hellcat headlights because it also has the intake for the air for the supercharger. So we're getting down to the last of it. We just got a shipment in, actually the skid over there, and it's got the newer Challenger doors and stuff. So it's got all the internals, mirrors with sensors, door latches that we're going to put in the old car, right? So we're trying to keep everything, all the modern features that are in the Challengers within this car. So the dashboard's been scanned. So we're getting a 3D plastic imaging pieces done for it for around the cluster and everything. So that's not too far off either. So we're almost at the stage, a little bit more stuff, and then we'll be able to blow it all apart and put it into the body shop. Basically, you build them twice a lot of the times. On the Bronco, it's Just running some more stuff in the front. Going to change the air intake to the other side. There's Tony, the electrical magician. He just, because a customer added a few things. They wanted the steering column orange, and the roll cage for this is going orange too. So we're just doing the final stuff on that. We've got all the seats and everything done. We have to make custom panels for the rear, for the stereo. That's to give you an update around the shop, and join us again, because we'll do these every month or so you can see how stuff progresses. So come on back for another tequila walk sometime.